And for a while, I just chalked it up to be like tough love, you know? And that's the reason why I stayed so long. Like there's so many factors that go into it, but that was one of them. I'm like, oh my gosh, like it's just tough love. Like
I don't understand. So like off camera, is she also saying like you can't do this? Is she like pissed at you for trying to like do your own career?
Oh, yeah.
Because she couldn't be your manager.
Comments all the time, you know. I know some people are like, well, you're harping on it. If it was so bad, why are you talking about it? Or da-da-da. I'm like,
because you never got a chance to.
Because I never got a chance to. I'm finally ready to talk about it. I wasn't ready to talk about it before, but now I'm ready.
Her name is Trish. She's got the dish and all the gossip's filthy rich, pretty and pink, hot topic queen, and says what everybody thinks. She's just Trish.
Welcome back to the Just Trish podcast. I am so excited for today's guest. You may know her from Dance Moms, or you may have seen her at the Victoria's Secret fashion show recently. Now she is an author. Again, actually, twice author. Nia Sioux.
Hi, Trisha.
Hi, how are you? This is your second book, right?
Yeah, this is my second book.
First memoir. You did a children's book, and now this is your first memoir.
Exactly. This is my first, like, chapter book,
Oh
which is really cool.
Bottom of the pyramid.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you are wonderful. As soon as you walked in, you have such like a brightness to you, and it made me so happy. Like you just have such a good energy.
Thank you so much.
I love it.
You have great energy.
Thanks. I was excited. I was so excited because I obviously like watched you for so long. Like I was a Dance Moms watcher back in the day, like when it was on.
Really?
Yeah, I really was.
Okay.
Which is like. Yeah, it's a whole thing. We'll get into it.
Okay.
But it's like, you've been doing this for so long, too. We were talking earlier. I was like, yeah, so after a while, you just don't know how to, like, stay relevant. And I forget, even though you're a decade younger than me, you've also been doing it for just as long. You've been dancing since, you said 2.
Yeah.
So, wild.
Course, yeah.
Longer than, like, you've been doing over 20 years just being a performer.
Isn't that crazy? I didn't even think about it that way, but yes, it has been over 20.
Because you're 25, right? You're 25.
I'm 24, yeah.
24. Oh my gosh. So that is wild.
My whole life.
Oh my gosh. Did you ever see yourself writing a book, like starting as a dancer? Were you like, one day I might write a book too?
Honestly, yes. Because both of my parents, well, when I was younger, my dad wrote a book. And I thought that was the coolest thing ever. Coolest thing ever. I was like, I'm going to write a book one day. Didn't know what it was going to be about, but I was like, I'm going to write a book one day.
Wow.
And then on the show, my mom wrote a book. So then both my parents had books. And then I'm like, I'm next, obviously.
Yeah, you're like, that makes sense for me to do this too.
Exactly, yeah.
So you had the example. You're like, because to me, I feel like publishing a book seems almost impossible. Like, how do people even go about that? But you like knew the steps. You're like, I got it.
Well, I didn't know. I had to learn the steps still. But yeah, like both my parents have written books, and like I look up to them so much with like so many things. But yeah, girl, like even after the show ended, I was like, I'm gonna write a book. I'm happy I waited. I was going to do it like right after it ended, and I'm so happy I waited. I would have said things that I would have regretted.
What do you think back then would have been different? Because I read that in your book. I read that you're like, you know, I thought about doing it right after, and you're like, thank God I didn't, because it gave me time to reflect. Like, what would you have written that you may have been like, ooh, not, or like just a topic that you would have been like, ooh, maybe that wasn't it?
I think I just would have been so like angry at everyone. I feel like I would have blamed a lot of people for things. Also, I just wasn't in a great mental health, like a mental state. I was just really trying to figure things out because I was like a year removed from the show, and I was kind of struggling, like trying to like readjust back into like regular like teenage years. So
are you 17 when when the show ends?
I was 15 the last time I filmed the episode, but by the time it came out, I was 16, like 15, 16. Yeah.
That is a crazy adjustment because you just did like your whole life as a TV show.
Yeah, those are like really formative years too. Like 9 to 16, like that is.
Oh.
Yeah.
So yeah, like without a show, just no matter how awful it was or great it was, you're still like, what a shock to be done with it.
Yes. It took a lot of time to kind of like readjust, figure out how to be like a normal kid. It took some time. Yeah. To make friends, too. Yeah.
Right outside of the show.
Of course, yeah.
Because I feel, like your brain is not fully developed at, like, any of those ages, really up until 20s.
Technically, my brain still isn't developed.
Well, you are ahead of your years for sure. But I know, yeah, they say 25.
They always say 25.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. I feel pretty developed, but
yeah, I think you had a lot. I think your life experiences made it that way, which makes sense. Yeah, if you wrote a book at like 16 or 17, which I'm sure you would have been capable of.
Right.
Like, yeah, your emotions are just so different.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You can't take emotion out of it the way you could now.
Exactly.
Which is, that would have been an interesting book, though.
It would have been, honestly, it would have been an interesting book.
Yeah.
It would have been an interesting
book. Like, how
book.
you felt as a teenager getting off that show versus now.
I think I was just really upset about the whole thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Because
you were just upset.
You stayed on from the beginning. You're the only one who lasted all seasons.
Yes.
And
yeah.
so that's interesting to hear because we saw the show. I read the book. It's... Okay. I did watch Dance Moms, but I've always held this position about Abby. Like, I'm like, she, like, abused children on TV. And whether it was, you know, for show, for shock, which, you know, after I read your book, I'm like, okay, it wasn't just for shock, because a lot didn't even air.
Right.
But even if it was just, like, pretend or acting or whatever, I'm like, it's still, like, abusive to do that to young kids.
Even if it was pretend and acting, it's still, like, shouldn't be doing that,
No.
you know? And for a while... I just chalked it up to be like tough love, you know? And that's the reason why I stayed so long. Like there's so many factors that go into it, but that was one of them. I'm like, oh my gosh, like it's just tough love. Like, and I'm not, like, I'm a pretty strong person. Like I let like a lot of stuff like roll off my back and I'm like, I'm fine. I kind of just do things.
Yeah.
But once it got really bad, I realized I was like, oh no, this actually isn't tough love.
Yeah.
This is not.
Hatred.
Yeah, this is hatred.
Racism.
Yeah.
Like, just so much, like, so much stuff that you wrote in here that even didn't air. I was like, that is, like, the stuff that she would do is almost criminal.
Right.
I mean, it's wild. And you said they didn't show the part where she, like, you talked about, like, she grabbed you, like, physically.
Yeah, they did not show that.
To me, I'm like, how is that even allowed? Like, it's, like, there was TV people filming, everyone's filming, and how is that even allowed? It's, like, wild. So.
Right. And it's also crazy, too, because... You know, that incident happened, and I actually can't believe I'm the first person to even talk about it, because, like, so many people were there, yet, like, all of us just kind of, like...
brushed under the rug.
Brushed it under the rug and, like, kept going about our lives. Yeah. I'm surprised, like, I'm the first person to even bring it up. I mean, it's my thing, but still, you know, I feel like so much has, like... been out there.
To me, after reading your book, I'm not surprised because it seemed like they brushed so much under the rug.
Did. Especially with my stuff. Like, they brushed a lot of my stuff under the rug because a lot of it was racism and they didn't want to talk about those certain things. And even if they did, they wouldn't have, you know, it's just like a whole thing. They couldn't have.
Extreme. Like, the stuff you talk about in your book is like extreme, like how and so the producers, everyone involved in that show should be ashamed, because what do you mean you were like letting that happen on camera and off camera to you?
Right.
Because like for anyone to go through that is crazy. You at 10 years old having to deal with all of it. Like there is like racism. There's also all the microaggressions about you would say the way you like, I need to know the hairstyle for the week because it's like harder for me to prep. And her just like shutting it down and be like, why do you care? Like,
and I will say like, it doesn't make it okay, but after like post 2020, we can talk about race in a different way than we could than prior. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm not making excuses, but also like, just in general, we weren't talking about race and just like other subjects, like serious subjects like that, as casually as, you know, as much. Like it wasn't in the media as much, you know?
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Like people, because
so I feel like a lot of like the producers, even castmates, whenever things were said, I mean, my mom and I would clock it, but because we're Black women, like obviously like we're gonna notice things and we're gonna pick up on it, but everyone else is white on the set, so they're not going to pick up on those certain things. They're not going to pick up on the microaggressions, you know?
Yeah, I just feel like some of the stuff that like they didn't choose to air, I feel like why didn't they choose it, right? Like some of the, like there was one, I had to write notes on these because there was
there's so much.
There was so much. There was one where she talked about how you could have been a mom at the age of 12, like if it wasn't for her, like she would be having kids. There was one about your flat feet, that it's because of your race. The shades, like she wants, this one is crazy. This one to me was the wildest thing because no matter like what era we're in, unless we're in like the 1800s, saying she only wanted skinny blonde girls with blonde hair and blue eyes.
Yes.
like, how could, like, that to me is a wild thing, that how can someone go, like, the producer go with good faith continuing to platform her was
right. Well, she makes really good TV. So, and they protected her. And that's why I always say they made her likable for TV, because if they really showed everything that she did, at a certain point, people wouldn't like her. People wouldn't be, because people still root for her. People still, there's a lot of Abby lovers out there. There's a lot of, like, people love her still. And I'm like, whatever, like, it's fine. She's always going to have her supporters. This, honestly, and another thing too, this book isn't like to bring her down. I'm like, I genuinely, like, I just want to tell my story because this is crazy. This is crazy.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
I'm not kidding at all when I say this, because I got the book late. I like emailed, I was like, I need it. So I got it literally last night, and I like read the entire thing, and like I was so upset, like, for you as like a 10-year-old, her calling you fat,
right?
Her talking about your thighs, you're like, I don't know. Like, I just don't know. Like, I've always said this. My husband always tells me not to hate anyone. I've always hated Abby, because, like, how do you treat children like that? Like, again, let's say, which it's not, but let's say it was for show. Oh, you amped it up. It's for ratings. Like, those are still children. They don't know it's acting.
Yeah.
If it was. But the fact that this was, like, real.
Of course.
Is, like, it's abuse. Like, she's abusing children on television and never apologized.
Oh my gosh, never.
Never to you personally either.
Because that would mean that she would have to take accountability.
But after all these years, she goes through cancer. She goes to jail. Like, don't you think at some point, end of life, you're like, maybe I should apologize. I don't think I'm ever going to get an apology. And that's okay. Honestly, like, it wouldn't mean anything now anyway. You know, so much has happened. I'm like, it honestly wouldn't even mean anything. It's awful. What you went through was actually terrible. Like, more than I even saw. Like, I hear other girls share their stories and stuff like that, but I think it is so important you share your story, because, like, it does get looked over. People will say just stuff that, you know, they hear and repeat. Oh, like, she's not a good deal. She's all this stuff like that because Abby didn't, like, use you the right way. Like, she just didn't care about you.
Yeah, and she wanted to make sure that her narrative, me, like, the black girl, the one little black girl, couldn't keep up. She was the weak link. You know, she really wanted that story to shine through. And, I mean, she did it. She did it.
But she did. I mean, ultimately she didn't, because now you're, like, shining.
Right.
You're getting all the brand deals. I saw a recent interview of her talking about you, and I don't know who the interviewer was, but being nasty, being like, and where's Nia now? I'm like, no. And she's just like, Disney World. Like, she's just still
I'm like, yeah, girl, I love Disney. Like, what?
But it's like,
I'm like, do you know how much Disney costs? Like, please.
But that alone, I was like, to discredit, and I didn't even know, because it's not spotlighted. It wasn't spotlighted on the show, like Bold and the Beautiful after the show, and off Broadway.
Yeah, and I've worked with the White House.
That part, like you're
I've
working.
Like, literally sat at the table with Kamala Harris, like,
which, I mean, that is just transcends, like, anything else. Like, you're not, you're a performer, but you're also, like, this advocate, and you're at the White House, and you're using your platform for mental health and for the LGBTQ plus community. You're doing your videos, you're doing all this, like, you're working with top producers for your songs, and it's just like, how is that not spotlighted? And what really upset me, and I remember this happening in the show, and I reread it in your book, and you can talk more about it, is when she offered Aubrey O'Day $10,000 to not work with you. Yeah. Can you explain, like, was that real? Was that for show?
It was so real. It was so real. It was so real. I didn't get upset that often, like, for a while. I was so used to things that she would say to me. I just became so numb to anything she would say. I mean, at the very beginning of the show, I was a very, like, bubbly, bright girl, like, so excited to learn all these things. And then little by little, you see, like, I don't smile as much. And I honestly think it happened with, like, a lot of the girls. Like, you don't see a smile. And especially, like, season 5 was by far the worst season for me. What
happened in season 5? This was this season.
In LA. In LA, I just felt so alone, because it was just, like, my mom and I, and, like, we were just, like, it was just us, like, on our little team, and everyone else was, like, against us. So already I felt kind of, like, on the outs, and then on top of that, like, the one good thing I had going for me, she was trying to take that away too. And it's like, I'm honestly so grateful for Aubrey. Like, I'm honestly also surprised because she did not have to help me.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah. She just saw something in you. She's like, oh, this is like
but
talent.
I truly, like, that, an act like that is so evil. Like,
I don't understand. So, like, off camera, is she also saying, like, you can't do this? Is she, like, pissed at you for trying to, like, do your own career?
Oh, yeah.
Because she couldn't be your manager.
Comments all the time, you know. Yeah. It's interesting because, you know, you do see a lot on the show, but there's also so much that just, like, never made it, never got filmed, never, you know. And for a while, like, again, I kind of just, like, roll with the punches. Like,
yeah.
I'm truly, like, okay most of the time, but it's certain things that were truly hurtful. And that moment was one of, like, the worst days of my life. Like, when you brought that up, I was like, I still was like,
you felt it.
Yeah, like, I still, like, feel that.
I mean, how old are you? Are you like 13, 14?
I was 13. Oh. I was 13. Yeah. And I also, what's really interesting, I talk about in the book, the way that they aired that part was totally different than how it actually happened too. Like, you saw her call Aubrey, but then but, like, the moms were in the room, but they weren't actually in the room, and, like, there was so much. They edited it like crazy. I was bawling my eyes out. They didn't show that because I had to go back and rewatch some of the episodes
because you couldn't, like, to just jog your memory.
Exactly.
And, like,
because also I remember something a certain way, but I'm like, but what happened on TV? What did the people see? And I looked back and I was like, there's no way they didn't
show your crying your eyes out.
Yeah, because usually they're all over that.
Right.
But because it was so bad, I think they were like, yeah, no, like, she's gonna look really not likable now.
That is wild to protecting, like, a
they
literal
protected
monster.
her. Yeah, they protected her. They protected her.
Because you had talked about how you were, like, scared to cry because early on, if you were crying, they would, like, follow you. Like, you'd come out of the bathroom and they'd have a camera in your face.
Yeah, and there were a lot of reasons why I wouldn't cry. You know, she had her saying, save your tears for the pillow. Like, so already I was like, crying is bad. But then knowing that crying is bad, but then the cameras really want to see you cry. Makes it even worse because it's like, oh, if the camera catches you crying, that's really bad. That's really, really bad. Like, you're not just crying, but now everyone can see you cry, and that's the end of the world. You don't want anyone to see you cry. Oh, you're weak, you know.
Oh my gosh.
And it's taken a lot of time for me to, like, not, like, get rid of that idea of having emotions of crying because, you know, it stayed with me for a long time, and I cry now, you know, but it's even, like, nowadays, like, it's really hard for me to, like, cry in front of people. I don't know. Yeah.
It's
but I work on it. I'm better
emotional.
now. Though,
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely, like, a weird kind of, yeah.
And what were the first steps to, like, process all of this, right? This sounds, you can correct me if I'm wrong, traumatic, like a trauma. Like, this sounds like a traumatic childhood.
Yeah,
like,
but it's so interesting because it's like, yes, it is traumatic, but, like, I don't like, it is very much traumatic, but I don't see it as something, like, super negative, you know? Mm-hmm. There's a lot that went wrong, but I also, like, I had good times on the show. And by the end, like, the bad did outweigh the good, but I loved dancing every week, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I loved traveling. I loved being a part of a team. Like, that was part of it. Like, I didn't really have many friends at school. I just loved, like, the teamwork aspect. I love how we all kind of, like, became a family. It was like a love-hate relationship, you know? So it's like, even though it's kind of toxic, it's still, like, I don't know. I still had a lot of fun. I still have a lot of good memories, but, like, it's just, like, unfortunate that the bad outweighed the good. Yeah. And it was, like, more towards the end, like, the later seasons where it felt that way too.
Well, and at such a crucial stage, I think when you started the show being so young, being 9, it's kind of like, yeah, you maybe are maybe not as aware as to when you get into become a teenager, you start getting aware of, like, embarrassment and body image. And, you know, how cruel this person's being. So she calls Aubrey, you said you're crying. Mm-hmm. Are you thinking, like, possibly she may not want to work with you because of Abby? Like, you may be getting blackballed?
Absolutely. Because who wants to work with someone who has to put up with that? You know, they don't, like,
Scary.
no one wants to put up with that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But she continued to.
But
she was
continued.
like,
that just made her want to work with me even more.
I love that. I love that. Shout out Aubrey.
Right?
Like, that is
like,
cool.
I have, like, there are some people that have walked into my life who have truly helped me and, like, truly, like, brought me out of my shell, who have just really, like, I connected with, that were rooting for me. And I'm so grateful for that, because they didn't have to do that, you know? And I'm just like some random kid.
Yeah.
And they just kind of like took me under their wing and showed me the way, you know?
Well, they probably saw, like, they definitely saw, like, star potential that was being wasted.
Yeah, I think,
you know?
yeah, for sure,
Which
for
is,
sure. And it's real, which says a lot, because the position I was in, I didn't get to really show, like, my full potential. So the fact that people still saw my talent, even with everything going on, and even with people saying, or Abby saying that I wasn't good enough, that, you know, that I'm not worthy of, like, any attention, I'm really, like, grateful for the people that helped me. Yeah, that saw it.
That's the thing, because it's one thing to be like, okay, if you weren't as good as other people, but you won a title in 2014, and it never aired that you won a national title.
No, because it wasn't part of Dance Moms, but
they couldn't talk about it.
Well, they didn't talk about it.
If you did place in a competition, you still weren't at the top of the pyramid. Like, you still would.
Yeah, I would place, and it still wasn't good enough.
And that was such a beautiful line that you did right. It's like, it was, no matter how good you were never going to be at the top of the pyramid, but it wasn't your problem, it's Abby's problem. Exactly. Which I thought was so beautifully said. And that's true. Sometimes you'll just never be good enough for someone, no matter how amazing you are.
Exactly.
And
exactly. And that's, like, that's another, like, huge point that I want to, like, make in the book, because yes, there's a lot of bad stuff happening, but how can we turn this around? How can we make it into a positive? Because it's like, yes, this happened, but how can we leverage whatever happened and make it into something beautiful, you know? So it's like, maybe you don't view this as successful, but I see it as successful.
Right.
Even her comment is like, where is she, Disney? But it's like, girl, like,
just so busy.
I'm really proud of myself.
Oh,
and
my
like
gosh.
what I'm doing, like, I would classify myself as successful, and I've had so much success. And just because you don't think that's not your idea of success, that's okay.
Which is, like,
but it's not mine. Like, but it's mine. You know what I mean? Like, I want people to realize that even if, you know, whoever Amini Bobini.
Right. So that's a good way to put it. You're much nicer than me.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Says that you're not good enough, that you're not going to achieve, that you're not doing enough. And you're like, you're doing, you know, you're doing the most.
You're doing the most.
And you're doing the most. That doesn't define you. You are the only person that gets to define success for yourself.
That is so true. Whatever success means to you, because it's like, entertainment wise, I would say of all the girls, like, you really are one of the most successful. You're doing Lifetime movies, you're acting, you're doing literally everything you wanted. So, but to someone else, maybe like someone getting married, like, maybe that's success to them. So you're right. It just depends.
Right. It just depends
what you're looking for.
Yeah.
So I know with Abby, she was all about, like, oh, if you're a performer and you're, like, on a stage and you've been on all the stages.
Yeah, I'm like, well, I have been on stage.
Like, Pop Star, Off Broadway, the 2 books, like, the Lifetime movies, like, it really is, like, I wasn't even, like, fully aware of all the stuff that you did, and I was like, wow, all that you've accomplished at 24, and almost like someone was, like, dragging you down, right? Abby's, like, dragging you down, and, like, I know you don't look at yourself as, like, a victim, and I think that is a beautiful thing, right? Like, you have to share the bad stuff to show how you got out of it, to show people, like, you can get through.
And that's
the main thing you want to tell people.
That's the main thing I want to tell people, because it's like, yes, this happened, but, like, it doesn't have to, like, just be that. Like, that doesn't define me. And I think some people are, like, worried, or even fans are like, oh, it's gonna be tea, it's gonna be drama. But it's like, yes and no. Like, I'm not trying to put people down. I'm not trying to even, like, have a pity party, you know? Like, I just want to give, like, baby Nia her flowers, you know, because she went through so much.
I think that's so important, because, and I agree, when you, like, reading your book, didn't make me hate Abby. I already hated Abby. But then your book kind of was just like, wow, all the struggles that you had to go through, which I think people don't see because people can say what they want about you based on what they saw on the TV show. So now you get to say, and then people have so much more of an understanding. I mean, I think you always were a favorite because people could see the unfair treatment you got, like, and you did last the longest and you stayed with her throughout this stuff. And I like what you said in the book too. You're like, I could have quit. I could have done that. You're like, but I deserve to be on TV. I just deserve that spot, which I thought is such a strong thing because yeah, I think if you would have quit, it would have been so valid. But I think also you being like, I deserve to be here. I started this and I want to like finish this out. Yeah. And good for you because it did get you noticed and all these things. And now you have a story to tell, you know?
Now I have a story to tell.
Yeah.
And now I have so many lessons that I've learned, you know?
I mean, that book, you have so, like, your resilience. What do you attribute, like, at your, like in the low moments, what do you attribute or who do you give credit to that helped you through that?
Oh, I mean, my mom. Absolutely. Like, it's always my mom. Mm-hmm. Always her. Because she went through it with me. And, like, even, yeah, like, she went through it with me and she saw how bad it got and she was always there for me no matter what.
Because there you talk about a time when you were in LA and it was you and your mom and you asked the girls to hang out and they were like, I don't know, they didn't respond or something and you're like, okay, just text me later, and you saw them like all hang out with like Todrick and like another YouTuber. Uh-huh. And you're like, I had a great day with my mom, but like it hurt.
It hurt.
So what does your mom tell you in that moment, or even you as a 13-year-old, like how to process it, right? As a 13-year-old, you're probably like, oh my God, my friends ditched me. How does your mom help you through that?
Well, she just let me cry. That was one of the times, like,
good.
That I just cried. Like, we went back to the hotel room, and I cried. Oh. And she instilled in me, like, how to be my own best friend. Mm-hmm. And she would constantly remind me, too, that she was like, I don't have many friends. And she was like, it's not because I can't have friends, but she was like, but I like myself. Yeah. I like spending time with myself. And she was like, you have to be your own best friend, you know? That's great advice. And that's something that she kind of taught me through all of those moments whenever I'd be left out, because she was like, you technically don't need a lot of friends, you know? Yeah. She was like, you have me, you have your family, you still have friends back at home, you know? Mm-hmm. So it's like, you're not in this alone, and just because some people, you know, leave you out doesn't mean that you're not fun to be with. She always says, she's like, your friendship is a gift. She always tells me that. She was like, people would be lucky to be your friend. She's that mom. She's definitely that mom.
Oh my God.
You know how people on TikTok are always joking? They're like, well, my mom's the one who told me that like I'm the prettiest in school, you know? Like,
as they should tell you, your mom should be your hype man, for sure.
My mom was definitely my hype man.
Oh my God. That's because that part of the book broke my heart. Like, as a mom too, I just couldn't imagine girls like excluding my daughter from something, like, and having to see that with social media. Now, I didn't have social media at 13, so like I couldn't imagine knowing I could feel I was excluded, but like seeing it is
yeah. I thought about that too recently as well, because it's like I went through it, but I can't imagine like my mom and how she felt. Oh my gosh, like
it would just break.
It would break my heart. It would break my heart.
Oh my gosh.
And the fact that I was like, it's okay. Like, we're still going to keep going. And I know that probably just broke her, you know?
Like, you really are, like, so strong. And I feel like children and teenagers should not have to be strong like that. Like, they just should not have to. Like, that just shouldn't happen. And it just is devastating. You did say later on, like, Todrick and the other YouTuber didn't know. And then they were just
They had no idea. Yeah. They had no idea. And they made things right. Todrick and I are cool. And, so it all turned out fine. And, you know, it was just like some manipulation that happened. But it's okay. And I also, like, I don't blame the girls too much for that either, because, like, you know, they were under Abby's thumb, and, you know, like, it was definitely her driving the boat there, but it still hurts. Doesn't hurt any less.
No, you're so valid to talk about it. I'm glad you are talking about it, because the show, you really did show, you always show strength. People always said, like, there's so many edits I see of you, like Nia, like, showing, like, so much, like, class when responding to Abby. I think she was talking about your Slay music video, about the arm fat.
Yes.
And you were like, the song's like about not making fun of people. And like,
that's the whole point.
And Abby couldn't fathom. And then she's like, who do you think? And you're like, well, it's a character. Like, I play a character. And dance, like, you are so classy with your responses. And it's beautiful. Did your mom like you talk about in the book, like how she was like helping you like express yourself.
Yeah.
Because you had to be, and you make such a good point, right? Some of the girls on the show, and they're young girls. This is why I don't think anyone should be on reality TV, but like young girls specifically come across bratty because they're young. They can act up. They can be mouthy. JoJo was mouthy to Abby.
Right,
but
yeah.
you talk about in the book how
If
you
I
couldn't.
would have done that,
Right.
oh my gosh, it would have been another story.
And that's the
Yeah,
thing.
it would have been another story.
So at a young age, you have to keep it together even more.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be stereotyped. You don't want to be edited a certain way, perceived a certain way by the girls, but all those other girls can act. Even the moms themselves,
Even
like,
the moms themselves, yeah.
physically, I don't even remember her name, but the mom with the 2 daughters, short hair.
Oh, Kelly.
Kelly,
Yeah.
she got like in a physical altercation.
Right.
And like people are just like you said, they're still fans of both of them, and I'm like, that's wild because if it was your mom or like
No,
being
if
in
it was my mom, it would have been different. It would have been different, you know? And it's so interesting to me how my mom just kind of like knew what to do, even though she has never like
been on TV.
Been on TV or, you know, but the thing is like, she's from the Bronx.
Yeah,
she's dealt
yeah.
with people,
Yeah.
you know, and she's very well educated.
Yeah.
So, she always just handled herself with grace.
And it's so beautiful to watch, and even you as like a child, like just the way you handled yourself is amazing. I don't think any
Thank
any
you.
other person could be that. But your whole family is like a line of academics, which I didn't know. Like they all are very, and you as well. You
My
just,
parents are like very accomplished.
that's like,
Yeah.
well, they wrote the books, yeah, all that stuff. So it's interesting because you're such a creative, and then I saw
I'm
that,
such, yeah,
you
exactly.
know, like
It's
you would
so
think,
different than them.
right? Like,
Yeah.
did your mom or your dad perform at all? Did they have any of that in them?
No.
So it was just you. You're the
it was
first.
just me. I mean, my mom danced recreationally when she was younger and did
Okay.
African dance when she was in college, and my dad did not do any of the. I mean, I think they both did like the gospel choir at some point. But it was never like their passion or anything. Like they,
Interesting.
yeah. I have an uncle who was a tap dancer, which is cool.
Oh, professionally or just
Yeah, it was like literally a professional tap
Wow.
dancer. I'm like, so that's cool, but like that's like
yeah,
that's about it.
That's it. Oh, wow.
Yeah, so even with
Interesting.
competition dance, my mom, when I first started competition dance, she was like, "What is this?"
Right.
Yeah,
A whole different world.
a whole different
and
world.
she just went like right in with you. She just jumped in with you.
Just jumped in with me, and it's so crazy because it's like, girl, I was 9, but both my parents, I think they saw how much joy like just performing brought to me.
Yeah.
And they always just like fostered our interests, you know, like my brothers and I, like they really just whatever we wanted to do, whatever we were like good at and passionate about, they really like they let us pour into those things, which was really nice because they didn't have to.
Right.
They didn't have to. I mean, they're like, this is risky.
Yeah.
Let's try and be a doctor, you know, or let's
Right,
try
yeah.
to do something else.
Go the path. They know you come from really
Yeah.
smart people. They're like, let's just keep going down that path because dance is hard for anyone. But then also you're in Pennsylvania, so
Exactly.
it's like what? Like
Exactly.
that seems middle of nowhere, you know. And it's kind
Yeah.
of like, wow, it's really amazing. So then you talk about that. She's the opposite of a stage mom, being 9. The show comes around and you have to ask her to be a part of the show. Like you get
Right.
to you audition, they pick you, and you're like, I really want to do this. And she wasn't like, you need to do.
She
this.
was not
Yeah.
excited about that. She was just like, this, like, my parents were like, this isn't real.
Yeah.
But they let me do it. They're like, okay, fine, whatever.
Wow.
Like, it seems, as I explained it, they're like, it seems sort of legit, so whatever.
Yeah.
My mom told me, she was like, girl, like, we're way too boring. You're not getting this. And I was like, it's fine. Like, at least we tried,
Yeah.
you know? And
then you got it. You guys
like,
had your own
the
spinoff.
odds are crazy.
Yeah, I suppose when you audition with all the other girls and you get picked, like, how could you say no? I'm like,
How
well,
could
I
you
guess.
say no?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, sure. And obviously we have no idea
that part.
what it's going to entail. Like, honestly, I'm sure if we knew, like, everything that was going to happen, I think my parents would have been like, no.
Really?
But probably. They
Yeah.
would have been like, yeah, no.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. And I know, like, my whole family, like, no one regrets anything. And
Yeah, led you to where you're at.
yes, exactly. And again, like it shaped who I am. And again, like I was so excited. I'm a performer. So I
Yeah.
hear a TV show, I'm like, yes.
Yeah. At 9?
Absolutely. At 9?
And
Come
starring
on.
in a TV show about dance is crazy.
Come on. Yeah. A TV show about dance?
Yeah, that revolves around you girls. It's
Yeah.
called Dance Moms, probably because they couldn't call it Dance Kids, but like
Yeah.
it was literally about you kids.
It was.
Yeah.
So I was like, yes.
And it was great. I remember watching it at the time, but then now looking back with such different it's like, oh my gosh, like what was happening on that show? And I guess in the moment, like watching it, I guess you just think like it's pretend, it's whatever. But watching it back, it's like, I don't know if that show could fly anymore. I don't know if they could do that now.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
A Dance Moms, like if they rebooted it.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, there is?
Yeah, it's like a different, like it's like a spinoff, but it's still called Dance Moms. But
Not Abby, I guess.
But no, it's not her. It's a different dance studio. I haven't watched it. I can't. It's no shade. I just can't.
Of
watch
course,
it.
of course,
Like, I
the
just can't
drama
watch it.
comes back. Just like now, it's like, oh, what do you mean?
Like I just can't watch it. But I don't really know what that consists of.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it's not like
the same.
Not the same. It
Yeah.
definitely. I don't know how it could be the same.
No, I don't think it could fly at all.
Yeah.
Would you, if you had a daughter and she's like, I need to do this show, would you let her?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It depends. Yeah, I don't know. People ask me that all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I genuinely do not know.
Yeah,
Because reality, like people ask me, would you do another reality show? Unless it's Dancing with the Stars, probably not.
have you not been on it?
No, I've never been on it. I love Dancing with the Stars.
How have you not?
But like I like those kind of shows, like lighthearted,
yes.
nice, like Say Yes to the Dress,
Okay.
you know, like
Yeah.
I like a baking show, yes,
Yeah.
But anything to do like with that kind of thing, I can't. I don't even really like watch reality in that way.
Yeah.
Like those types of reality show that are very like catty, a lot
Toxic.
of drama, toxic, yeah.
Especially, I mean, it's one thing with adults, I can't do it either, but like, I don't know if there's another show with kids that is toxic like that. Like that's,
Yeah.
to watch that is like, it's like horrific. I don't know if there's like
Right.
anything like that now, as there
Yeah.
shouldn't be. I still don't, I will never, I believe like everybody, there's a redemption arc, there's growth. I think there's just none for Abby Lee. I really don't. Like the fact that she has fans is crazy because at the end of the day, there's no like, what is the word? There is no remorse, right? Like
yeah.
that's watching on that podcast after everything she's been through. I'm just like, how can you sit there and still make fun of you,
Yeah,
quote,
still.
not doing anything.
Still.
And like, it's just, and no apology, nothing. And you try to go visit her in the hospital, all of these things. It's like, you really tried. You said even her coming to your show, your off-Broadway show, you were just like, it meant a lot that she was like, you still were trying because you're still trying to like form some sort of relationship with her.
Yeah.
And I think there's just no redeeming qualities about her because she has like zero remorse for any of this. And
Right.
I wish more people, I've said this before, even before I knew we were going to be a guest on here. I've always said this. I was like,
Wow.
it runs deep with me. I just really dislike this person a lot.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you're like I said, you handle it very well and you're very classy and everyone online says it. And I love seeing you in, so after the show's done, because they did a reunion, you didn't partake in the reunion.
No, I didn't.
That was 2 years ago.
It was 2 years ago.
And you said no.
Yeah, I said no.
Just because you wanted to tell your
I was
story.
already starting to write my book.
So you're like,
One.
yeah.
And two, I was like, oh my gosh, no. After I just,
Tell me.
I'm like, I just shared with you, I don't know, like I couldn't do like that's reality, and that is very much reality. And
right.
I don't have control over the edit. I don't have control over like what anything anyone says, you know, and there's things that I would want to talk about that they would not talk about, or they would cut out, or people wouldn't be happy with it. People wouldn't understand where I'm coming from. Yeah. And also like, it's no shade to the producers, but they did have like 7 seasons, 7 years to kind of help me out and defend me and make my story better, you know, and they didn't. They failed to do so. And it's like, why would I give them another chance
Love
to
that.
do that?
I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you.
I was like, I just don't trust that.
Why would you?
And it's nothing against, it's just like, because it's their job, you know, but I'm like, I just can't. I can't.
But you were a little girl too, you know, just like the fact that someone couldn't like they couldn't protect you or look out for you or show some light. Like, you know, when you were doing your music videos and your music career, those were big videos and you had big people involved. Mikey Minden was your creative director, which is like, he's humongous. Preston Makeup doing your makeup. They do Erica Jane and Janet Jackson. And it's a huge, huge deal. And the fact that they couldn't highlight it, all they could highlight was Abby trying to sabotage this.
I know.
Is
like, I had legit people behind me.
Yeah, huge. When I was reading all the people, I'm like, that's crazy. That's wild.
Yeah.
And so, okay, that makes sense. Then the reunion didn't happen, and I'm so happy you had like a boundary. And like you said, you can just tell your story your own way.
Yeah,
so much better.
Exactly.
And you're doing the rounds now. I've watched so many podcasts that you've been on. I'm like, thank God people are listening. Because again,
I'm happy people are listening. Because that's also something that, you know, I not really worry about. Because I'm like, if people don't listen, I don't care. You know, like if people don't read it, if they don't listen, like everyone's busy. They live their own lives. If no one cares, it's okay. But it's like, but I care. Yeah. And I deserve to still tell my story. I know some people are like, well, you're harping on it. If it was so bad, why are you talking about it? Or da-da-da. I'm like,
because you never got a chance to.
Because I never got a chance to. I'm finally ready to talk about it. I wasn't ready to talk about it before, but now I'm ready.
And I think you're allowed to talk about it for the rest of your life because it's so...
Right? It's my life.
It's your life. It's such a cautionary tale too. Like obviously you made it out and you're an influencer and you're succeeding in every way, like every way you possibly can.
It's amazing I made it out whole.
That's the thing. Yeah. That would have torn someone apart mentally,
of course,
physically, like all the issues that the body issues that she was putting on you, all the stuff that she was projecting. It's like it really is like a cautionary tale, like I said, for parents, for kids, for anyone to be like, let's look out for these like signs that may not be healthy.
Right, exactly. Yeah. And you were talking about like kids in like entertainment, you know? And it's like I do feel like there's a way where kids can do it. I do, because as someone who was a kid and in it, like I loved that aspect. I loved working as a kid. I really did. Like I always looked forward to working. It was more performing, like dancing. That was my thing. That's what made me happy. I liked being around cameras and in costumes and all of that. And so it's like I don't know what the balance is, but I do think that there is a way. I just don't know the way.
I think they'll figure it out. I think with all the stories people have told, it's gotten better and better, right? Yeah. There's been certain laws put into place for like traditional actors, but now like the reality kids is a whole different genre.
Reality is totally different, and that's a whole different ball game. Yeah, whole different ball game. And again, like honestly, I feel like for the most part, we all kind of like made it out okay and are pretty well adjusted.
Thanks to your parents, probably.
Thanks to our parents, you know. But it also like. Could have not been.
Yeah, it could have been really disastrous.
Could have not been.
Yes, because we saw that even like they could have been a whole different thing. Because I think JoJo did she have a reality show about kids? Like kids were competing.
Oh, I think she did. Yeah.
And, I mean, I don't really know the full outcome, but kids were like complaining about the process of like she was trying to create a group or something, and I was just like, I just don't know if competition-based shows are right for kids, you know? Because it's even America's Got Talent, which I love. It's like the rejection, right? Like a rejection for a young kid is a lot, but having to deal with rejection on top of being bullied and all that stuff is a whole different thing. But you made it out, like you said, you made it out. Yeah. You said you were 14 when the show ended.
I was like 16. Yeah.
So you go from the show, you do homeschool, so you're done with school at this point?
Well, no, actually. Okay. So I went to traditional school up until 6th grade. So 7th and 8th, I was homeschooled. And then I went back to traditional school freshman through sophomore year. Okay. But I was still filming Dance Moms that first year. So I was out in LA most of the time. I was just doing it remotely. And then the year after, I booked Bold and the Beautiful. And so I was not like there at all. So I ended up just after like that halfway through sophomore year, I ended up switching to cyber school to finish out high school.
Are you having to do set school? Like, do you have to go?
Yeah, it's very interesting. Yeah. So you're, you still have filming. To do school on set. Because I didn't do the I think it's like the emancipation. Like I didn't do like the legal 18 thing or anything. I wanted to, my mom was like, no, like you're staying a kid as long as you can. Like it's good for you to have 3 hours on set for school.
Yeah.
Like she was like, that's good for you that you don't work adult hours because you're not an adult.
Because you're 16 at this point.
Yeah.
Wow. 16 on like a soap opera that's been on for like 50 years.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Did you know?
They're having like their 30th or 31st anniversary when I joined.
When you joined.
When I joined.
So like
It's
40
past
now.
it. Yeah, something like that.
Did you know how like monumental it was? Or not really? You're just like, I'll just take it.
No, I did. I did. Like seeing that, working with the actors that have been literally doing this job since before I was born. Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, this is like education.
Exactly.
Wow.
And they were so nice. They were all so welcoming.
And no acting experience prior.
Not really. I did like a couple like movies, like very like small, like independent film type of things. And I was doing acting classes too.
Got it.
But then that was like my first like big thing though.
That's
my first
humongous.
Scripted television show.
And soap operas are no joke. You can tell me if I'm wrong, but you like do you film like so many scenes a day? Like you start at like 5 a.m. and go.
Yeah, they film like 2 episodes a day. Well, at least Bold and the Beautiful did. They filmed 2 episodes a day.
Was this at NBC? Is this at NBC? Or
CBS.
CBS. Okay, because I remember doing a tour of one of the studios and like this is where they do Bold and the Beautiful.
Yeah,
and they do 2
right
episodes
across
a day.
from oh my gosh. I think
James Corden.
Days of Our Lives. I think it's that
in
one.
the same.
Is it Days of Our Lives? I can't remember.
Okay,
but it's the other iconic one because they're like the same.
Sound stages or something.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. What is it? What? Oh.
I thought you knew. I was like, do you know?
Yeah. I was like, maybe he's a fan. So that was at CBS where they do Dancing with the Stars and stuff. Is that one on like 3rd Street?
Yes, it's literally right there.
Oh my god. So you're like, oh my god, I'm meant to go. That's I think one of the biggest like to me. I'm like, how do more people not talk about this? How long were you on for? How many episodes did you do?
I was there for 2 seasons. I don't know how many episodes, but 2 seasons. So about like roughly 2 years.
That is
until I was
so
18. I
insane.
started when I was 16. It ended and I left when I was 18.
wow.
Yeah.
And did you choose to leave? Were you like, okay, I want to go on to better
No,
things?
they killed me off.
I mean, 2
Unfortunately.
years is 2 years is amazing.
Yeah, 2 years is really good. When I was only supposed to come in as like a guest star, only for like a couple episodes. Yeah, and then they extended my contract and made me a series regular.
Oh my! So every single day you're like going into work and you're filming this.
Yep.
And you're memorizing those lines.
Yep.
Oh, wow. And is your mom with you?
My mom was with me the whole time.
Because you talk about there was like you had to do like some like love scenes and stuff like that, like making up. So it's like at 16, 17, 18, it's like
I know they made it really sweet actually because they were very tasteful. You know, like they were very.
Are you like nervous about? Are you like I don't know about this? Or you're just like it's acting? Let's just go for it.
I didn't really care. I was like it's acting.
Yeah. Okay.
The guy was fine. Like I was like okay. Like
I need to watch. I was trying to find because I was like I need to watch these because that's like I don't watch soap operas, but I know how major they are, and I feel like that's everyone's dream.
Love soap operas.
Did you get to go to any of the conventions or Emmy Awards or any of those things?
I went to the daytime Emmys.
Did you guys
win? The show didn't. Well, the show win some things. I can't remember
Okay.
they won that year. I know that Jacqueline, one of the actors, she won. The actresses, she won something. Some of the actors won
but
awards.
not like an overall. Like if because we were talking about this the other day.
I think maybe wardrobe won an award, but the show itself, I don't think that year didn't.
Because I'm like, if
win.
the show itself won, technically you could have gotten an Emmy, right? Like you're part of that season.
Technically, yeah.
Oh my
Technically, yeah. And I got a pre-nomination, like for me, like for like the young emerging actresses, whatever. I got a pre-nomination. So I didn't get nominated, but I got a pre-nomination.
Oh my, like, yeah, you kind of made like a short list.
Yeah, I made a short list, which I'm like, that was pretty cool.
Ooh,
that was pretty
happen.
cool.
You're EGOT. I see
That
it.
is literally my dream.
I feel like you actually could when I think about it, right? Like it's like Emmy, you've done TV, so like that makes sense that you would do that easily. Grammy, of course, you're singing, you could do easily. And I know you love Broadway. I was reading this. Yes.
Are you? You're gonna be in. Oh my gosh, I just saw your post.
Yeah. I'm doing Beetlejuice.
That's incredible.
I love Broadway too. Please.
I'm going to come see you.
You have a book signing November 5th there. My opening night's November 4th, so if you can make it. I'm there for 3 weeks, so that'd be amazing. I would be so
I'm going to
gay.
come see you.
Oh my
I'm going to come see you.
thanks.
Anytime I have a friend in a show, I always go see them. Oh my gosh, yeah, all the time.
I'm like, I know reading your book, you're talking about Broadway, and you're talking to Sherry Shepherd, who you did a movie with, and she was just like, we're like waiting for you to do it. You did Off-Broadway, which is like huge. Like that's amazing. And how old were you when you did that? Like 18?
I was,
or maybe younger.
I was 14.
Right, because you were talking about going back to the show, and you're like,
14? Yeah.
You don't want to go back.
Yeah, I was 14. I think it was 14. Yeah.
Right. Before the last season started, it seemed.
Yeah, I was 14 or 15. I can't
Oh
remember.
my, well, that makes it even crazier.
14 or 15.
My timeline is wrong. I was thinking like after the show you did that, but no, that's.
No, it was like literally the longest hiatus we've ever had for Dance Moms. We usually didn't have long hiatuses, but that was the longest hiatus we had for some random reason.
Yeah.
And I ended up booking that, and I did that during the hiatus.
Wow. At 14.
It just happened to work out.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
So Broadway seems to be in your future. If there was a Broadway show, current or anytime, which one would you want to do?
Oh my gosh. That's a really hard question. Probably The Wiz.
Oh my gosh.
That's my favorite movie of all time.
So good.
Probably The Wiz, and I'd be Dorothy.
Oh, you'd be so good.
Or I would be Roxy in Chicago when I'm old enough.
Oh yeah. I just saw they put, I know, same. Like I was like, you know what? Like I see they put like people in their 50s. I was like, we've got time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've got time for that one. Because I just went to go see it again.
I love Chicago.
In May with my mom. We went to New York and had like a little trip. And it was because it was her 51st birthday, and her birthday was on Mother's Day this year. So we did a whole
what's
thing.
What's her birthday, May?
May 11th.
I'm May 8th. Sometimes mine falls on it. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute.
She could play Roxy, your mom.
She could.
If you said she danced a little, like I feel like, does she sing?
No.
But most of them don't. Most of the Roxys don't sing. Like that's why I gunned for that part, because I was like, you know what? A lot of times
we wanted to see it because Ashley Graham was in it.
Oh, did you see it with her?
Yeah, we saw it with her. She did a great job. I love her.
Yeah, I think she's one of, I mean, plus size, I use that term loosely, but she is one of the first like plus size Roxys, which is like really fun to see.
Yeah.
But The Wiz, the stage production's really great. Have you seen the stage production of it?
I saw it in LA. Yeah, I saw it in LA.
At Pantages, or where was it?
Pantages, yeah.
Oh, I didn't get to see it. I follow this one TikToker. Her name's Mona Swan. Do you know her? I love her. She
love Mona. We
so
went
good.
and met Kamala together.
Wait, oh really?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
Yes.
She's so amazing. She just did like Sister Act, but she was just recently in The Wiz at one of the regional theaters, and I was just like, oh, she looked so. I love her. I love her too. I think
so
she's
talented.
Oh, so you guys like met each other? You like know each other?
Yeah, I know Mona.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she did great in that. That was amazing. That would be great if it came back to Broadway.
I know. But
oh my gosh, that would be so good, especially like a
or
revival.
Mamma Mia. Like, oh my gosh.
Did you see that? Have you seen that?
I've seen it, but I was like, oh my gosh, I was probably like 10 when I saw it.
Because it's there right now at the Winter Garden.
Right. Yeah.
That would be amazing too. Oh my God, you'd be a good Sophie for sure.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I see it. I see it in your future for sure. I think Broadway is just such like an escape. It's just so like fun.
There's nothing like performing live in a theater with like the lights down low, and like you're in this beautiful theater, and you just like, you really do just like go into a different universe.
Yeah.
You know, you just transport to a different
and everybody, the audience too, is in that different world with you. You talk about it in the book when you did your show, and you said like every night is a new audience, so it's new energy. And I think that's like so
anything
cool.
can happen.
Yeah, which is fun, right?
Which is so fun. I love the chaos. It's like organized chaos.
Yeah, and just getting to be like a different role. It's really just, everything that you embody, right? It's acting and singing and dancing, and you get to do all of it. So for sure. I mean, you're very busy, but for sure. Because it is a commitment too, right? Like Broadway.
It is, but I'd commit.
Yeah, you're like, I'll go to New York.
I'll go to New York anytime.
I'm so excited for your Broadway era. That is going to be amazing. I mean, that has to be. That's your Tony. And then the Oscar, that, you know, I think that's you've done movies.
We'll see. I've done movies. We'll see.
You've done Lifetime movies. Oh my God. Which is crazy. Lifetime is another goal. Like all the stuff you've done, soap operas and Lifetime, like these are all like goals of so many people, and you just accomplish, you just check them off your list.
Yes,
like
I'm a goal-oriented person. Like I have a ton of goals, and I just like checking them off.
I love that.
Yeah.
What's your checklist for 2026?
I haven't even started that one.
No,
yet.
okay. We're still in 2025.
Still in 2020. Still in 2025.
I was like, next year, what are we doing?
Usually I am like starting to plan at this time, but with the book and everything, I just have not.
Focus.
I'm like, stay focused, girl. Like we got and I'm doing a book tour, which it's just crazy.
Is this your first like meet and greet tour somewhat?
Basically, like by myself, I mean, I did the tours when I was like little and on Dance Moms, but that was like probably pushing 10 years now.
Yeah.
Like it's been a minute since I've done something like that.
Oh my,
that.
are you excited?
I'm so excited.
Oh,
I'm so excited. Very excited. Like doing book signings, meeting people.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be very emotional.
I was going to say, you're going to meet so many people that you've impacted, like people your age, people younger, people like me that are older. Like you're going to like meet so many people that have like a story to like resonate with you, or you resonated with them, or just supporters. Just people are like, you did it, you know?
I think a lot of people are like will resonate with the book, and because even now when people come up to me, every now and then there's someone like coming up to me crying. They're like, and I'm like, oh my God. And they're like, you saved my life. Or like, they're like, you've inspired me so much. You inspired me to dance. Like I got into dance because of you. It's just,
I can't even imagine.
The impact is amazing.
To so many generations, like you said, like young girls can read it and be like, okay, like give hope.
Yeah.
But then also someone like as a mom, I read it and like, okay, what not like cautionary tales. Like, and like you said, your mom didn't know, it was the unknown, but just so many things to look out for.
Right.
And how to manage it, how to like get through and what you like needed and stuff. So I think there's just so many levels to it that people are going to really like. If you did a movie based on Bottom of the Pyramid, who would you cast as Nia?
Oh my gosh. I don't know.
I guess you can play yourself. You're still young enough.
I mean,
I think someone did that.
I guess so.
I think Fantasia might have casted herself in her own movie.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, someone did that recently, which I love. I would love to play myself in my own movie. I just don't know if I could.
I know, Sam, I would love that, but I actually don't know who would have play.
There's no one that you like thought of.
No, I haven't even thought that far.
Yeah. I think it could be a book. I feel like that always happens, right? Everyone wants IPs now. Bottom of the Pyramid's gonna be like #1 New York Times, so they're gonna be like, we need to turn this into a book. I think that's where it's gonna go.
I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Yeah. I'm keeping my fingers crossed.
That would be. Have you done any of that yet? Produced?
I have.
Directed?
I've produced and directed before, but it's like more like commercial or like social media projects. Yeah,
wow.
I directed my first campaign. It was for Ad Council, and it was it was for mental health. And
was it Capture the Convos?
Capture the Convo, Seize the Awkward campaign. Yeah,
you directed it?
I directed it. Yeah, so I directed it, and then I think it was 2021, I produced my first thing, and it was like a Facebook Watch series, and it was called Dance with Nia. But it was great because it highlighted dancers who have disabilities.
Oh my gosh.
And it was really, really cool. I danced with them. I heard their stories. Like, I got to like interview them and hear like how their experience has been. And, you know, it was really amazing just seeing how like dancers come in every shape, size, color, like a dancer is so many things, you know, and it was beautiful to do that and share that with the world, and people loved that. Like the reception of that was great, and those dancers, like I still keep in contact with, like they're great. Yeah,
it's cool because now you have such a platform, so now like to get to highlight new dancers or dancers who don't have the exposure you do is really amazing.
I love doing that. Anytime I can like lift someone else up, I will. Like I will. Like I love helping people. I do. Like I just
that's what we need more of in the world.
Like we all win, you know. Like like there's space for all of us.
That is that part. It's
there's space
so
for all
true.
Of us.
And you see it now. We're talking about Broadway. Like, did you see the Sunset Boulevard revival? Did you get a chance to see it?
Yeah, with Nicole. Yeah,
did you see it? It's beautiful. Like, it's a beautiful show. But what I loved about it is like the diversity as far as, like you said, like ability and race, but also like body size. And it's just like, and it had nothing to do with like if there was a bigger dancer, like it wasn't, oh, she's big, that's why we can't. She was just like a part of it. You know what I mean? And I just love that it is becoming that and not the Abby where everyone's like needs to be skinny, white, blonde, blue eyes. You know, like it's such an old thing, and it's just like beautiful to see because like you said, there are so many talented dancers.
That's so dated.
And
dated. Racist.
Yeah, and also like missing out on such a pool of talent.
So many things.
Yeah. Or so even people's like ability and stuff too. You know, there's so many like talented, you know, dancers in like wheelchairs. My friend Cedric choreographs for all wheelchair dancers, and it's like so beautiful, like the way they move and their strength and the movement of body. It's just like you miss out on that when you just look at like one thing.
Exactly. Diversifying things definitely, like, it makes an impact, one, because like representation does matter, but also it just makes everything more interesting to watch, you know? It does. Like it just makes it better. It makes it more whole.
Right. Yeah. And you get inspiration from different walks of life. You were talking about Shangela being like your fairy godmother.
She
and
was.
Just showing a whole different type of like dance and movement and performance. And it's like so cool to get to draw inspiration when you like open up your, you know, right? Because you said you had never met a drag queen before. Shangela.
Oh yeah. I think it was like 11 or something, 10, 11, something like that. So and had never met a drag queen before, but she changed my life.
You just saw glitter and glam, and you're just like,
I was like,
love it.
That's me.
This is what I want.
I want that.
And you can tell like it just inspires, and same. It's just being inspired by so many different performances and art and stuff. It's a big part of art and moving it forward and making it amazing. And I love that you're doing that in collaboration with other performers as well. I think
Thank you.
it really is beautiful. All the stuff you're doing and the stuff you do with the LGBTQ community, like it's all beautiful to see. And I love it.
Thank you.
You know, it's inspiring. I don't know, it needs more of that. It needs more of that in the world. You know, there's so many.
I agree. There's still we still have so far to go, but
Yeah.
like we have still come a long way. So
Yeah.
that's good.
No,
Yeah.
we love to see that because I also think a lot of people use like social media and stuff now because you really are a bona fide social media. Like you're kind of influencer, right? Would you consider yourself?
Yeah, for sure.
Like
for
you
sure.
come from traditional because you're on a reality show.
Right, but I definitely that's kind of like my thing now.
You love
like,
the
I
world
love
of it.
Yeah, I love the world of it. Yeah.
I love when people can do that too when they come into it because you are so talented as like a dancer and performer. But I love that you can use social media as somewhat of an influencer or a personality.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a outlet for me as
Yeah.
well. Like I feel like people get to see me for me.
Your
And that's
personality.
why I like it because it's like people see me from like the dance mom's lens.
Yeah.
Whereas like they get to kind of just see me for me
Yeah.
when they see my social media.
And you started that at a young age. You said you did Musically when the show was still going on.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I got my Instagram when I was like 10.
Wow.
My mom like literally looked at every single
Yeah.
post before. But
Yeah.
I had an Instagram when I was 10. And then when Musically came out, I did Musically. And then, yeah.
Oh my! I can't even imagine like having that at such a young age.
Yeah.
like
and
I would
then
have
got
loved
YouTube.
it.
And then, I loved it.
Did you do YouTube at the time
I did.
too?
I
Were
did
you vlogging?
YouTube. I was vlogging. My younger brother, would edit my YouTube videos. Like we had a whole thing going on.
Gosh.
Yeah.
You guys were really close. You and your younger brother were really close.
Yeah.
And later
he
on,
lives with me now.
out here in LA. What's he doing out here?
He's right now. What is he doing right now?
Just having fun.
No, he
he's
has a
working.
job. He
Oh.
literally has a job. He just graduated from film school in May, but he got a job already.
Oh my God, you guys are very ambitious in your
Yes,
family.
he is very ambitious. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
I
He's
do have a very ambitious
a year
family.
younger than you, is it?
Like a year and a half.
Okay,
because
because you were pretty close in
Yeah,
age.
because he's 22. I'm 24. My older brother
brother.
is 26.
Wow. Okay, so you're all like pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you just graduated from UCLA.
Last year, yeah.
Oh my God, this is also something that kind of shook me. Congratulations.
Thank
Did you get
you.
your bachelor's? I'm so bad with colleges.
Yes,
I'm always
yes,
like,
yes,
okay,
yeah,
so you got
yeah.
a bachelor's.
Yeah,
Was
yeah.
it in arts or
American literature.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was totally different than most people are like, oh, you got it in dance. I'm like, no.
Oh my gosh. Wait, why did you pick, fitting literature,
Well,
but
I
like,
love writing. I do.
Oh.
And I wanted to do something different than
dance. Yeah.
I just I wanted to broaden my horizons. I wanted to like stretch myself. And it was great. Yeah.
You went did you go 4 years straight?
4 years straight.
And did you live on campus or?
My sophomore year, because my first year was online because of COVID.
Oh gosh. How awful to
Yeah.
have COVID when you're like young and just trying to start college. So then you went and lived on campus.
Yeah.
And you joined a sorority. Are you living in a sorority house?
No, it's different.
Okay.
So
I don't know.
I'm like I'm in the Black Greek orgs, which is like a little different.
Oh, okay. What is that? Explain it.
I'm an AKA, which is like I'm a part of the Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated.
Okay. But
Yes.
okay, I love that.
Yes. So I'm an AKA. My mom's an AKA.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
It has to be at the same school. The sororities have to be
No.
the same. Oh, it can be
No.
across.
Yeah, we have different chapters, at different
Okay.
schools, and then you can also do grad chapter. So once you're in the sorority, you're in it for life. They
Oh.
have conventions. It's beautiful.
Does
It
your
really
mom still
is.
go to the conventions
Yeah.
too?
Yeah, she's a part of a chapter in Pittsburgh, and yeah.
Wow, I'm surprised you wanted to join. It's sorority, right?
It's a sorority, yeah.
I'm surprised you'd want to join a sorority after just surviving just like all those years of being with girls and not it being the best experience.
Well, it's a little it's a little different than like what Panhellenic. It's a little different than like the other sororities.
Okay, what's the difference?
Well, it's a majority of like black.
Oh,
It's like a
right,
black
yes, you did
sorority.
say-
So
okay.
it's just different. It's
Culturally, you're already like,
culturally,
okay,
it's
yeah.
like just very different.
Yeah.
But also too, so much of my life like on Dance Moms, and like I didn't have girls that looked like me
Yeah.
on the show, and then also when I got to UCLA. My major, I was like one of like very few black people in the major. So it's like, okay. And then I joined my dance club, and then I was like the only black girl in my dance club. I'm like, I would love to meet some people who are black
Yeah.
and like-minded women, you know?
Yeah.
And it was a perfect way for me to like meet other girls my age that have similar interests, and we connect in that way.
Yeah.
It's really great. We lean on each other, and it's awesome. So I've met some really great women from that community, and
It was great to watch. I was watching videos. It's cool too, like the shared experiences, because you talk about in the book, like you don't blame the dance mom kids because you're like maybe just they resonate with each other like culture. They couldn't
Exactly.
They couldn't like know how you were experiencing the world.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, it's very generous of you because again, you know, that's maybe not the best excuse, but going to this sorority, it was beautiful. Like I was watching you guys, like you did like this dance. You guys were in pink boots.
Yes, yeah.
And it just looked so like you just had your brightness back because you said you were very bright and bubbly when you started Dance Moms. It got there where you weren't smiling, where you're very serious, you're very scared, to now back.
I feel back.
Just getting bubbly and just being yourself. And it was like, it was so cool to witness. And I was like, oh, I love that. Because sororities, I don't know anything about them, but I always think like hazing, like scream queens. Like I'm like, oh, are they mean? Whatever. So it's good to have like a positive
Everyone
experience.
has different experiences, but I thankfully have had a good experience.
And it's all females.
Have had some really good friends and relationships from that. Yeah.
That makes me happy because I feel like it could have jaded you from female friendships.
Oh, absolutely.
Dance moms, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're like,
no,
it
definitely could have, but no.
You'd like trust women again.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a people person.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just a people person. So I'm always going to be meeting people.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy for that because even me at 37, I try to have a female friendship and then it goes to I'm like, you know what? Maybe this is not for me. Even male friendships.
I've been so fortunate to have some really, really great friends. Yeah. Like truly. Like it's taken a long time to find. I had to kind of like weed through some people. Yeah. But
found them.
I found them. Yeah. I have really, really, really great friends.
And here in LA too. Yeah. And that's like another added level of difficulty.
Yeah, they're like my family. Yeah.
Are they in entertainment too? Or
okay, a lot of them are. Yeah.
I love it because I saw last night. Yeah, you were at the Beverly Hills Hotel.
Not everyone, but a lot of them. Yeah. So I have good friends that I lean on. Yeah.
Again, shared experience. You kind of know what you guys are going through, like social media and all that stuff like that is so important. Who were you with last night? It was Beverly Hills Hotel. You were with a friend.
Oh, my best friend Jake.
I love him. I don't know him, but I love him after those videos. I was like, oh my god, is he an influencer?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But he's like he's an influencer, but he's a musician. Like he's a singer songwriter. Yeah.
You guys were giving like Glinda and Fierro. Like it was giving that. And I was like, I love this.
We matched and we didn't even mean to.
That's what I was like. Wait, I love this little performance duo happening. Oh, it was so cute. So you guys are like besties.
My best friend.
You met him out here? Or?
I met him out here. Oh my gosh, I think I was like 17 or something like that. So it's been a minute. We've been friends for a while. Wow. Like best friends for like a long time.
You've lived
my ride or die.
So much life.
I lived so much life.
Crazy.
It's really crazy.
At 24, and what's like so great is you have like so much more life. Like, oh my God, between 24 to like 34, so much will happen. And then you'll get into your Roxy era and your 40s. Like there's just so much happening in your life. Like it's amazing. Are you gonna write more books?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know I probably can even write
more. Part two.
No, I absolutely could write a part two. I absolutely could write a part two if I wanted to.
We need more. I think we need more, especially life after Dance Moms. It was such a small chapter, and I was like, I need to know more because you glazed by it as if it's nothing. Bold and Beautiful, Off-Broadway, and it's just like, wait, but there's so much. Lifetime movie. You threw that in there, and I was like, but what was the movie? What did you do? What did you do with Sherry Shepherd? Like, there are so many details. I'm sure there's so much more now, even since writing the book, that you're like, oh, well, there's a whole other level.
So much.
You're at the Victoria's Secret fashion show.
I always say this, but I'm like, there's always going to be Dance Moms drama. Always.
Yeah, every year, write a book.
Every year.
Which is, they better give you a 10-year publishing deal. They'll be like, every year, write one.
Every year?
Yes, I think you could do that. Absolutely. What does your mom say, like, when you go to, like, when you're at the Victoria's Secret fashion show? I know you're 24, you're an adult, but, like, is she ever, like, because it is such a different Nia, right? We're, like, seeing, obviously, we know you as, like, a child performer. But now you're all of a sudden, like, sexy. Like, you show body, you show everything.
No, she loves it.
She loves it.
She loves it.
Okay, great.
Like,
she's the cool mom.
All she's ever wanted for me is to feel confident in my body. Like, that's all she's ever wanted for me. So she wants me to be, like, very proud of how I look.
Oh, I
and,
love
like,
that.
not be, she's like, you're young, like,
show
be
it.
young, show it. She's like, you're just, like, because she's like, you're not, like, what's the word? She's like, you're doing it in a classy way,
right?
You know,
right?
So she's like, no, like, go have fun.
It's
you're
empowering,
young, like, it's empowering,
especially Victoria's Secret. That one is like
especially a Victoria's Secret. So like, she's
great.
Just so proud.
Would you walk the runway?
I mean, they asked me, absolutely.
Next year, I see that, like, literally.
I work with Pink, so maybe that's...
Yeah, I saw before, because I was going through your, like, entire Instagram, and I had seen that you did, like, ads for them before.
Yeah. No, I love them as a brand, and I think it's so interesting, too, because I never thought that would even be an option, you know? And I know there were, like, a lot of critiques about, you know, having influencers walk, you know? But in my eyes, I personally really love the show. I love seeing the diversity. I know some people still have their whatever. but for me, I'm like, it was so beautiful to see everyone up there. Everyone's so hot.
Yeah.
Like,
everyone looked amazing.
the criteria is you have to be hot.
You have to be hot, and everyone was hot.
Like, and everyone was hot.
And
okay.
and they brought the glitz and glamour
and
back.
they brought the glitz
big
and glamour.
hair.
All I ever want is to be in rhinestones.
Yeah, same.
Like,
same girl. We're the same. When you came in here with the pink, I was like, pink forever.
I'm like, that's all I want.
Yes!
And so, yeah, I
Just
didn't even
glitter.
think it would be a possibility. But after this year, I'm like, oh, I guess I can still reach. I can reach for the stars.
It's gonna happen.
Like I could if I
Add
really wanted to. I
modeling.
guess maybe.
I think that's gonna happen.
But no, I thought it was amazing. So
It was so
yeah.
cool. Because you're flying to New York tonight.
Yes.
So you
I'm
there's
seeing
last
Misty.
week.
Do you know Misty Cope?
Yes.
I'm seeing her in her final performance with ABT before she retires tomorrow night.
Oh my god.
Yes.
That's gonna be like so emotional.
Oh,
wow.
it's so emotional. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my gosh. So
And
then
I'm going
you
with Chloe. Chloe's going with me.
Oh, I love. So
Yeah.
you still keep in touch with Chloe.
With Chloe, yeah.
Yeah. And JoJo somewhat. You keep in touch
Somewhat.
with. Yeah.
Like we're chill.
I
yeah.
saw you guys like together in something as adults, so I was like, okay, maybe they're still
Yeah,
close.
yeah.
Okay. And are those the only two you keep up with?
Paige and Brooke. I
Oh,
keep up
okay.
with them. Yeah. Yeah. They're
and
in
they're just
Pittsburgh.
living their life privately, right? They're just. Or,
They do.
are they on?
They're
Oh,
influencers as well now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need to keep up with this, I
Yeah.
guess. I never see. I saw one just got married. Kalani, is it Kalani?
She just got married.
Yeah, so that's cool.
I'm really happy for her. And
Yeah.
then Brooke gets married next year, and
gosh,
so I'll
so
be going to her wedding soon. And
I guess they're all like
crazy.
we're a little older than you, huh? They were a couple
Brooke
years-
was the oldest. Yeah.
Okay, so
I
that-
forgot how old she is, but I think she's 27.
Okay, so yeah, that's
She's
quite that's a big difference. 24
maybe
and 27.
28.
Yeah.
Between there.
That's a big chunk of life. And you and JoJo are the same age.
Yeah.
little
Well, how
younger.
old is JoJo? I think she's 22.
Okay,
So like around the same age. Yeah.
so you also that's good. You keep up with Chloe. Did she write the intro for your book, or
She wrote the foreword for the book.
Yeah, it was so good.
Yeah.
It's cool to see all the people and Taylor or like everyone who wrote their little pages about you.
It means the world to me to have people like supporting me, and those endorsements truly meant the world, because it makes me just feel my story feel validated. Not that I needed validation,
Yeah.
but it's always nice to have
always nice.
that validation
Yeah.
from people. And Misty Copeland wrote an endorsement as well.
That's what
which
made
is
me
huge.
when I saw all the endorsements. I was
I
like,
literally cried. I was like, oh my.
because you don't know what they're saying or
I was
anything.
like, that's crazy. Oh my gosh. Because
amazing.
she, especially as a dancer, when I
Yeah.
was on the show, I looked up to her a lot. I read her book, Life in Motion, and I just resonated a lot with her story. So
yeah. So for her to write.
yeah,
And a
it's
praise
like
for
a
you.
full circle
Oh
moment.
my god! Yeah, I saw all those, and that's why I was like, I need to see this book. So they're like, oh, we're so sorry we didn't get to you. So I'm glad I read the full thing, because I had seen all the blurbs about it, and then
Yeah.
reading it in its entirety, from front to back. It just really, it was an emotional roller coaster. There's so much going on. I'm
Yeah.
so happy that you made it through and you're
Thank
thriving.
you.
And I just can't wait to see everything else. Now you're embarking on the book tour.
Yeah.
Which is wild, and that's
Which
gonna be
is
so
wild.
fun. Any holiday plans?
Well, my family and I were going to St. Martin for Thanksgiving, so that's nice.
Oh my god, the whole family?
The whole family.
Oh my
my
gosh.
nana, my aunt, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
My brothers, my mom, my dad, my older brother's fiance. Yeah,
Wow.
we're all gonna be there.
Oh my god, what? That's so much fun.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I love how close you are with your family too, and that you
We're
kept
so
close,
close.
you
Oh
know,
my gosh, we're so close.
through everything, because I'm
Yeah.
sure that was hard on everybody, as you wrote about in your book, your older
my gosh,
brother
yeah.
and your dad.
It takes a toll on the family.
Yeah,
for sure.
and you wrote something beautiful. You're and I feel this so much as a mom now, taking a village to get you to where you need to be to raise all your brothers and stuff like that. It's not easy. So the fact that your dad could hold it down, but also have your grandparents involved. You talk about having nannies and stuff. It really does take so many people.
It does
to make sure.
It took so many people to
Yeah.
make sure everyone got to where they needed to be,
Yeah.
because both of my parents were in very demanding jobs. Me and my siblings, all of us were in everything, and I truly mean everything. In sports, I was in dance. We were
TV.
taking TV.
Yeah.
We were taking piano lessons. We were taking it was. Whew,
It
was crazy.
It takes a lot. I think that should. I love that you gave the acknowledgement to all that, because it's
Yeah.
sometimes you'll see it and you'll be like, damn, how are they keeping it all together? And it's
Yeah.
it takes a lot of
It
work.
takes a lot of work.
And you turned out great. So I'm glad that it
Thank
worked
you.
out. Is there any sort of, if there's one takeaway from the book that you want people to really know? You kind of mentioned it a little earlier, but is there something your song "Star in Your Life" is so perfect? That's such a good message. Is there another message that you could just put out there for everyone?
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest message is to just know your worth. I think that's the biggest takeaway from the book, to not let anyone dim your light. No matter what happens, you can always overcome it, you know? And things always get better. Always, you know? And I think that's something that I really want people to get from the book. Like, yes, there's like, I talk about some of the drama. Yes, I talk about, you know, some of like the crazy things that went on, but the core of the book is a story about resilience and overcoming any obstacle. So
Which
that's
you did. And you never gave up ever.
Never. I'm not a quitter.
Yeah. Oh
no,
man. As
like,
much as they tried, and it's just like, you're like, I'm still here. I
know
will be
people
here.
think I'm crazy for it. They're like, your mom kept. I'm like, no, she like did it.
Yeah,
like,
you're like, I deserve to be here. I'm staying here. No one's gonna bully me out of this.
I just like, no one's gonna bully me out. Which as I got older, I'm like, okay, well, sometimes it doesn't make you a quitter to leave certain situations. Absolutely.
But I love that you kept going.
But right, I'm
you
like,
know?
It's just who I am.
I don't know if anyone else could have done that. And it's really amazing. And it'll give so much strength to people. So
yeah.
I loved getting to know you. I'm like so honored. Like I thought I knew so much about you or read the book, knew so much more. And now getting to see you in person, like your light I'm not just saying this, like you have such a light in you. And I'm so happy to see you just be like a true star. You are a true star. I mean, you really
so
are.
Sweet.
And I can't wait to see all the other stuff you're doing for this book. I know you have to get to another interview today. Like it's like back to back to back. You went from one today, now then you're doing like access. I'm like, you were booked and busy.
Booked and busy.
And I love to see it.
I couldn't miss this.
Yeah.
This is like the highlight of my week.
Yeah.
Aside from Missy Copa, it's you too.
I am so honored to be even considered, girl. I love you. I've always loved you. And everyone go get Bottom of the Pyramid. It's out now. And go to the book tour and support Nia Sioux everywhere. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.